Hi, this is Ruthanna, and I'm in New Orleans visiting family, and they graciously indulged my thrifting addiction and went with me to 5 different resale shops. The first stop, of course, is Goodwill. They have free cookies and lemonade up front, not something I see in my Goodwills in San Francisco, which just goes to show you the South is more hospitable. Um, I always like to check out the purse to see if there's any real leather or anything really unique, but I did not spot anything, unfortunately. They have a lot of new items. As you can see, all of those wallets are new. And that dress was vintage lace and tulle, but nothing I would wear myself or resell. This Goodwill does price by category, but they also had a rack of special price items up front with better brands. So as you can see, there's a lot of new stuff at this Goodwill, which is not what I'm looking for, unfortunately. I'm looking for more one-of-a-kind collectible items. Lots of knickknacks. Much of this is newer items on closer inspection. Lots of clear glass, which you can sometimes find great clear glass items, but I didn't. That was just Corningware. And unfortunately, lots of empty shelves. I do like these bowls. These are like little serving bowls made in the Philippines, but unfortunately those won't fit in my suitcase. And these elephant bookends were pretty cool too, but pretty beat up. And those were $7. This little Bayou Boy sign down here is a sign that you're in New Orleans for sure. And then I decided to take a quick peek at the electronics. Don't typically look too much over at the electronics. It's not my area of expertise. And unfortunately, I did not find anything at this Goodwill. The highlight, though, was the lemonade and cookies. The next stop was Hidden South, which is a store of outsider art, oddities, and antiques. This was really like a museum where everything you see you can purchase. So I really love stores like this. It's more of an experience than going to a regular thrift store or even antique store. It's really fun and you find stuff you don't see every day. So right when you walk in, you see unique oddities from floor to ceiling. And I decided to go upstairs first. Lots of old photographs, giving a Victorian vibe. And they do have some silly things here like this Pee Wee Herman toilet seat. Great white elephant gift. I would buy this massive Batman for my boyfriend if he had his own man cave. He loves Batman. And I like these little Pac-Man resin wall art pieces. I'm a big Pac-Man fan. And this was my favorite piece in the whole store. The video really doesn't do it justice, but unfortunately it was $3,000. It's very vibrant, beautiful painting. So there's a bit of a clown theme going on here. This first room also has kids stuff, so you have E.T., baby dolls, Mickey Mouse, really all of your classics. There's a Mr. Peanut Man and my favorite, Betty Boop. this is kind of like a common area or potentially a dining room. There is a kitchen upstairs, which I'll show you later. And one thing I love is there's art in every room. There's art on the walls. A lot of it looks to be folk art, some of it's vintage art, some of it's local art. I love this little Tiffany-esque lamp. There's a rack full of Playboys, which I'm sure someone would greatly appreciate. This next room was really interesting. The secret room of the hidden south. This room is filled with secrets that have been left by anonymous humans. You may enter and read the secrets, and you may leave your own anonymous secret. So a lot of these are R and X rated, so I'll let you read those yourself. But I do love this concept. It's a lot of fun. It reminds me of a book that I loved when I was a teenager called Post Secret, which was full of postcards people sent in with their deepest, darkest secrets. Did I leave my own secret? I'll never tell. I love that they have a record player to test out the vinyl. And then there's, oh, yep, everyone's favorite president, Joe Biden. And this is actually the kitchen. That on the wall there, you see that is an X-ray of a colon, so fitting for a kitchen. Lots of glassware and little knickknacks. Some beer steins. And that Chuck E. Cheese mug, throwing it back to my childhood. This room is downstairs. It's pretty much exclusively filled with art. Love that piece in the corner. That's pretty much how I feel every Monday when I have to go back to work. The bathroom upstairs also had clothing. So there was a rack of some contemporary and vintage clothing. And this was the clothing downstairs. I did find this lovely crushed rust-colored velvet jacket. Very Beatles, very 70s. And I would have purchased this if I didn't already have way too many clothes. I decided to give one last look around. Praying child in an alligator's mouth. I did not find anything to purchase here. There were a couple of things I almost picked up, but I'm traveling light. But nonetheless, I had a great time here. It was fun to see all of the interesting things they had. This shop was right across the street, literally just a minute walk away. It's called Old Arabi Marketplace. A very different vibe than Hidden South. They were playing smooth jazz as we walked in. I love this magnifying glass. The handle looks like dice. I love having little fun knickknacks like that around the house to decorate with. And these bud vases are lovely. I also love this colorful bowl next to them. I sort of regret not picking this one up. It was $34.99. Just so vibrant, so detailed. Not quite sure what I would do with it, but it's beautiful. I would just look at it. A little tea set. And then this set with the blue pair is really fun. It reminds me of a designer called Orla Kiley, which is clothing and home goods. And this is like the original that would inspire the Orla Kiley line. That's an Arthur Court serving tray. If you can find the right piece at the right price, you can make some pretty good profit on Arthur Court pieces. It's something to look out for that I've seen quite often at local thrift stores. Love this vase here. Not quite sure what this would be used for, but I love the little crescent moon on the top. And same with this one. Clearly I'm just a sucker for vibrant colors, unexpected combinations like this. This store also had a ton of furniture. As you can see, they're still decorated for Christmas. And I love these little brass frames with the floral prints in them. I have one very similar at home that I found at the thrift store. And then that orange iridescent bowl is carnival glass, which is collectible, but you have to find a unique piece to make a decent profit. And then I love this Barbie and Midge cosmetics case, but the condition's not the best. I didn't end up walking away with anything from here either, but it was a lot of fun to look around. And we still have 2 more stops to make. So after visiting old Arabi Marketplace, we hit up Red, White, and Blue, a very well-known thrift store in the area, very well loved. And they had 75% off white and yellow tags and 50% off blue tags this day. And this store was just packed. As you can see, every shelf has something on top, and then there are bins beneath the shelves as well. Even if I spent all day here, I probably wouldn't see everything. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest thrift store I've been to. And even though it was the day after Christmas, it was packed. I asked the cashier if it's always that crazy, and she said yes. Another interesting thing about this store is they only take cash. So make sure you have cash if you ever stop by, but if not, they also have ATMs up front. And I did end up picking up 3 items from here. I found a Brahmin purse for $20, another leather purse, and I also found a Native American print, all of which I'll show you at the end. The last stop of the day was the Bargain Center. I've actually been here twice before when I visited New Orleans in the past, and I always find at least one thing to take home with me. And today was no exception. I found 2 things, which I will go ahead and show you. And this store is kind of like a mix between an antique store and a thrift store, not quite as curated as an antique store, but full of lots of goodies. There are collectible items, clothes, records, just a little bit of everything. Got a little burnout there on filming and forgot to get any footage inside the Bargain Center. Apologies, but I did want to show you everything that I picked up. First up is this Patsy Cline record from the Bargain Center. It was only $8 and it's in great condition. The vinyl itself has little to no scratches. And I don't love all country music, but I do love me some Patsy Cline. Also from the Bargain Center is this vintage Morton Miles sequins dress. Fits me like a glove and has this fun open back. Not sure that I'll ever actually wear this, so I might end up selling it. We'll see. And I also got these Gap jeans from the Bargain Center. So these fit me like a glove. They're actually on the Gap site now, and they were only $6. And I am in the process of updating my jeans collection, as word on the street is skinny jeans are out and the straight leg or baggy look is in.
I also got these two items from Red, White, and Blue. First is this Native American print, and there's information about the artist on the back. Not sure what that marking is, so I'll have to look into it. I think it's the name and what number print it is. And this was only $2.99, so I will try to sell this. I also got this cool leather crossbody bag. So this one I've already listed on Poshmark. It's all leather, made in Brazil, and if I don't sell it, I'll just keep it myself. So I didn't get a ton, but this trip was more about having fun than finding things to resell. Speaking of reselling, I did find this Brahmin purse at Red, White, and Blue and listed it on eBay for $60. So not all hope was lost on the reselling front. I didn't get the $60 I asked for, but I did make $50 on it, charged $12 for shipping. Didn't make any money on shipping, that's just what it costs to ship. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video, and please stick around to see what I find next time.